Hey, softball is just the game for a fine spring afternoon, isn't it? But what's this? Somebody has to go home and take his glove with him? Oh, it's Earl Wilson. What's that, Earl? You have studying to do. Studying? Why, you have just as much time to study at school as anyone else, don't you? But you're way behind. You have 2 weeks' work to catch up in all your subjects. The others still think you should stay. Jack wonders just how anyone could be 2 weeks behind. And don't you wish you knew? But you are behind, and so you have to study now. Why can't you keep up with your studies? Why can't you keep up? Well, Earl, do you really make good use of your study time? You know, it may be pleasant to have the radio going, but it can interfere with your work. And if it isn't the radio, it's the phone. No, you haven't chosen the best place in the world to study. And your mother knows it. She knows that you'll get more done in your own room. It's quiet here for concentration. Now, what was that assignment? What's this? Can't go on that hike. Not when you're 2 weeks behind. Can't play much ball either. How do you get so far behind? Why can't you keep up in study time at school? School, yes. In study period this very day you started with good intentions. You'll try to catch up with your history assignment, if you can find out what it is. Maybe Jack is going to do the same one. Jack's getting his materials ready for dictionary, pencils, notebook, and text. Maybe now he'll start on his history. No, science. Well, you have that history assignment written down somewhere, don't you, Earl? Chapter 9, or is that a 7? We'll have to ask Jack for the assignment after all. And Jack has no trouble finding it. Read Chapter 7. Be prepared to discuss questions at the end of chapter. You'll be lucky to get the chapter read, much less be prepared for discussion. Still, perhaps you ought to take notes as you read. Let's see. Can't take notes with that pencil. So you lose more time while you sharpen your pencil. But look at Jack. He seems to have finished his science work and is ready to start on his next subject. Well, a one-page theme can be easy, too, if it's written from a careful outline. But you just can't understand how Jack does it. Here, Jack has finished one assignment and is well along on another, and the period has barely started. In 15 minutes, you can accomplish a lot, or very little. And before very long, Jack has accomplished a lot more. He's done some good work on his theme for English. And since he doesn't need any reference books for that, he can finish his theme at home. Now for the next subject. This time it is history. Let's hope Jack does better with his history than you do, because you can't understand what the chapter's all about, can you, Earl? The great something or other. Whatever it is, it's an important word in the lesson. see? All through the chapter. That same word. Well, you think you can figure it out just by reading the chapter. But you'll never understand the lesson without knowing what schism means. Let's see what Jack does about a problem like that. Oh, the dictionary. That's a simple enough answer. Of course, you would have saved some time if you had placed your dictionary where you could use it. Meanwhile, Jack has already found the word in his dictionary, and he's set to better understand his history lesson. And so the time passes. Now for Jack's fourth subject. He's already done most of this assignment. He worked out his mathematics problems in assigned study time in class, and now he's going to recopy them. And you, Earl, still in the history book. But you'll have to try some of your other assignments, too, even if you aren't sure what the history lesson is about. Let's see, where's the mathematics assignment? Here, these problems. Hard ones, too. Maybe your teacher could have, if you'd used that study time in class instead of doodling. Well, when you spend your study time like that, it's no wonder you're in your room now studying instead of playing ball. And your folks say you can't go on that weekend hike unless you're doing better in your studying. How can you catch up? Where should you begin? Well, the only thing you can do is start right away doing your daily study assignments regularly, every day, with a little extra effort to catch up. Now, where's that history assignment? What's this? Why, it's a list of rules your homeroom teacher gave you at the start of the term. Study each subject every day. And in order to do your assignments regularly, you'll have to record each assignment. Write it down and understand it. Now, as you've learned, you must make use of all your study time. So the next rule is this. Plan time for all assignments, so you'll keep up with every subject. Then, get ready to work. That means make sure your books, pencils, and notebook are ready. Then you can study thoroughly and carefully. Some good rules to follow, aren't they, Earl? Do something about that notebook. Who knows what you might find in there? So you straighten up your notebook and divide it into sections. One section for each subject. You have an organized place for class notes and for a record. In each section of your notebook, you place an assignment page. Here you check off your assignments when you've done them, and you keep records of future assignments as well. In your study period, you check all your assignments. You've made use of the allotted study time in class. Now you plan your time, so you'll be sure to complete all your studies. Then you get ready to work. You put your dictionary in a handy place. You make sure your pencils are ready. You sit comfortably, in good posture, ready to work. And then you make progress. You follow those daily study rules. Study each subject every day. Record each assignment. Plan time for all assignments and get ready to work. Then you study. Following the rules, you get more out of your studying. And you find you have more time for ball games. And your grades are better. Look at that. And when the day comes for the hike, you're set to go. You're keeping up with your studies every day. And now you can feel free for fun. It's better that way, isn't it?